2022, whew, it was a year. It was a year. I think that 2022 personally for me was a dumpster fire. A slight baby dumpster fire, because I feel like there are a lot of really good things that happened in 2022, but there were like equally times 10 amount of bad things that happened in 2022. And I don't know if that's like a real thing. I feel like I've heard it, like when you have a really good year, you equally also have a really bad year. And I feel like that's like the universe kind of like, you know, giving you the opportunity to respond. I'm not really sure, but I will say that 2022 has just been a year of grief and crying a lot and winning a lot and having good things happen to me, and also just having a lot of challenges that basically tested my faith all year long. Welcome back. My name is Lacy Jane. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I actually wanted to talk to you about my reflecting that I've been doing on 2022. I've kind of been absent for a little bit just because depression. I just have actually had like a lot of things kind of go on in my personal life, so I had to figure out how to deal with those without crying all the time. And I'm doing pretty well, if I do say so myself. But I have been doing a lot of just reflecting on 2022 in general. It's good for us to just look back, even though it's hard. It's not always fun, especially if you didn't have an amazing year. I just have been doing reflecting, and I had a couple of messages that just kind of came through that I felt like I needed to share with you guys. And what I wanted to share is that if you're also kind of reflecting on your year as you enter a new one, I think that it's really important for us to remember that our timelines are never going to look like anyone else's. And they're like that for a reason. And what I mean by that is you may have gone throughout this year and you may have seen all of your friends or your family on social media, or just people you know, achieve all of these really great things. Maybe they got a new relationship, or they got engaged or married, or had a child, or got a new job, or got a pay raise, or bought a house, or, you know, they ended up manifesting their dream life or a new car or something like that. And you see all of these things and you might be thinking to yourself, when is my turn? When is it going to be my turn? When is my life going to be amazing like this? When am I going to manifest? Why is my timeline not adding up? Shouldn't I be here in my life? And I can say that personally because I went through a really long phase where I was just like, why do I feel like the last in the world my age right now to achieve anything that I want? And for one, that's not really giving myself a lot of credit. Like, you have to give yourself credit for where you are. It's really important to be like, this is where I am, and I'm alive, and I'm breathing, and I'm taking care of myself, and I'm living as an adult, and that is something that is worth giving credit to. But it is important for you to remember that you specifically are here for a reason. You are walking your specific path for a reason, and your specific path has been paved out just for you. And I know that it sucks to just be like, okay, I have to wait. I have to wait patiently for my dream life to manifest. I have to wait patiently for the things that I want to come to me. But I promise you that you are always, always, always on the right path. The fact that they've gotten all of their manifestations and their dream life is just really happening for them and everything is just lighting up for them doesn't take away from the fact that they are their own person with their own path and their own lessons that they came here to learn. And they're still going to be learning to them despite them having all of these great things happen right now. Like, the universe isn't sitting back and saying, well, they're going to get their dream life right now and you're going to have to wait because they're more deserving. No, no one is more deserving. They just have a different way that they're probably learning their lessons. Maybe it came earlier or it came later or it's right now. We don't know because their manifestations really aren't ours to judge. All that we can do on our end is be happy and cheer them on and be happy for their timeline, because our timeline is coming soon. Because the universe doesn't have a concept of time. The universe just gives us things when we most need it. And I promise you that if you are feeling like this anxiety because your life isn't happening as fast as you want to, or your timeline just seems a little bit off, I promise you, it is worth the wait, because I promise you, things are always working out for you. And you know what? As of recently, I've started to develop this mindset that I think has also really helped me out when other people do get their manifestations and I don't, is that I feel like when we witness other people getting their dream life, or manifesting things that they want, or having a lot of success, or just having all these really great things happen to them, when we start seeing it pop up all around us, that means that it's actually coming closer to us. And I don't know, maybe that's just a weird thing that I believe in, but I just think that once we start witnessing it, and it like starts to affect our personal lives, because like people we know are like manifesting really good things, I'm like, okay, it's getting closer, it's about to happen, it's about to pop off. And honestly, for 2023, I've just been having this feeling, this energetic feeling sort of like kind of set in, that this new year is going to be different from previous years that we've had. And I feel like the word that has been coming to me a lot about 2023 is just rejuvenation. I feel like the collective is going to be more focused, more aligned. It's going to be just new life and just like a breath of fresh air for us all. Because, you know, if you have this is the second message that I really wanted to get out to you guys. If you have, like me, been going through a really challenging and difficult time, this is what I want to remind you of. If you've been experiencing hardships, if you have been feeling like it's one bump in a road after another, if you, like me, feel like you have been slapped in the face by the universe over and over again, then I want to remind you, and I want you to remember this when you have hardships, because this is what I've been reminding myself. The entire foundation of a home has to crumble in order for it to be rebuilt. I want you to think about that. Think about it. The entire foundation that the home was built upon, that needs to crumble before a new home can be built. That is something that is really hard to listen to when you're going through a hard time. That is something that is really hard to take in and experience and accept, that you're going through a hard time, that everything has to crack and crumble before something new can start. But sometimes, man, and I'm speaking from living in challenges at this very moment, not having an amazing time in life right now, but sometimes, you know, the universe will slap us in the face to wake us the fuck up, to remind us what is important. And me personally, I have been just like envisioning that the universe is just trying to become a tsunami in my home right now and flood everything so that I can get all new furniture, I can really recreate my home and really just reimagine a stronger foundation within myself during this time. And during those challenges, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really, really hard until you just succumb and you say, you know what? This is hard, but I am trusting that the universe is creating a new foundation for me. Because everything in your world right now could be set on fire. It could be up in flames. It could be a dumpster fire that you're living in right now. But you know what happens after everything in your life has been set on fire? After the universe slaps you in the face, after everything that you once knew crumbles? Purity, a fresh start, a new foundation, abundance, miracles, a clean slate, a new reality, timeline jumping. Timeline jumping. Seriously, challenges create a new timeline for you, and it's really difficult to see in the moment. It's incredibly difficult to accept that. But before you know it, the sun will rise, the tsunami will be gone, and it'll be a fresh day, and a fresh start, and a clean slate. So as you enter a new year and you set your new goals, I just want to remind you that your past is not your future. And these challenges that you are going through right now are actually changing the course of your life in an entire new way. This new year is bringing with it an energy that is so big and so monumental and so giant and so fresh that you have no choice but to lose everything that you once knew and start from a completely new foundation. So buckle up and wipe your tears and create your vision board and remember who the hell you are. Because this year changed you. But this next year, you have an entire new foundation to work with. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful year, a wonderful day. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, and come back next week for more. I will see you guys again so soon. Bye, guys.